Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Kingdom Hearts 2.
That's not Vivi.
And in the last part we
Thrash him.
started to do the struggle tournament, and now we're going to be continuing with that. Of course, in the last fight we saw Cypher get his ass handed to him by Vivi, and he's throwing a bit of a hissy fit, saying that's not Vivi. Vivi's not that good.
So I'm in third now?
But apparently he is. And Heina is pretty happy because he's got third place. But anyway, it's time for the final match.
Keep it clean, fellas.
Roxas versus Vivi. And this one, this fight, this fight is a little bit more difficult than the Heina fight, but overall it's still pretty comfortable. You just have to be careful. So yeah, he has a few main attacks. He's got the big bat attack. But the main one you want to look out for is like is that attack there, where he kind of rotates forward at you. Because if you get hit, because it's kind of like basically that's the problem with it. Because once you get hit, it can get you into a stun locked. So it's just a case of yeah, and then there's that attack which does a fair bit of damage. So for the main part, just avoid that attack there, and also avoid the third one that he showed there. Yeah, I really shouldn't have bothered with that, but anyway, as long as you defend, you know. Don't let yourself get hit, you're good with the blocking, and you attack him when you can, it should be fairly comfortable. And now some weird shit's happening again. So at the end it wasn't Vivi at all. Holy shit. Oh my god, it's a fucking dusk. Yeah, got my Keyblade back. Straight away this time. I'm obviously getting better. So now we have to take down the Dusks. If you've fought them before, you know, by this point you should... Not that I'm showing it, but you should know how to deal with these guys at this point. The simplest way, which I never do because I'm just so fucking, you know, mash the attack button kind of player. If you do a couple of hits, then hit the triangle button, do a couple of hits, do the triangle button, then you'll kill them relatively quickly, and you pretty much stun lock them so they can't really do anything to you. Pretty comfortable in the end. But now we're going to get on to our, I guess, the first proper boss fight. Guy in a black coat. Hi.
Right. Fight. You really don't remember. It's me. You know, Axel.
Yeah, we're going to know a bit more about him come later on.
Man, even the Dusks
So,
are gonna crack this one.
Wait a sec.
but here we go, first proper boss fight.
This town is
This
his
boss
creation, right?
this boss fight is actually really
Which
fun. I
means
really
we
enjoy
don't
this
have
one.
Time for a Q&A. You're coming with me, conscious or not. Then you'll hear the story.
So yeah, he's trying to take Roxas back somewhere. Do we fight him? I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we do.
What's going on?
Jesus, Roxas. Calm down. Watch out for your tools, buddy.
Number 13, Roxas. The Keyblade's
What the
chosen
fuck?
one.
Okay, fine. You asked for it.
Alright then, time for the boss fight. And this one, this fight is actually the first of 2 in this opening section with Axel. This one is pretty comfortable. It's like not hard at all. Because in this one it's just basically a case of he basically attacks you with he just attacks you with the with his blades. Oh, we learnt scan. Awesome. Scan is really useful. That tells when you lock onto an enemy, it tells you their health, which is really fucking useful.
So it was you.
But yeah, this fight he only uses the spinning blades and doesn't use anything else, so it's pretty easy to do.
This man speaks nonsense.
Christopher Lee.
Don't let him deceive
What
you.
an amazing voice. He sounds so good.
Roxas!
Roxas!
Rucksack.
Painter! Pence! Olette!
Okay. And back to the real world. It never happened. We've kicked Vivi's ass. And now we're done. And we hear Vivi's voice. Which I kind of like, actually. I like Vivi's voice in here. It works well for his character. But, sorry. Yeah, I don't think Vivi ever talked. I'm trying to think when he would have talked. Because in Final Fantasy VI, they didn't have voice acting. So I don't really know. It's a shame. I think this is the only time he would have voiced. It's the only voice he would have had, because I don't think he appears in any of the Kingdom Hearts games, from what I remember either.
You two, play fair now.
So maybe they do a Final Fantasy VI remake. That'd be awesome. But anyway, time for the final bout, the final fight against Setzer. From what I understand, he was from Final Fantasy VIII. Huh.
Throw the match for me.
Rucksack.
Focus!
But I don't really know. But having not played Final Fantasy VIII, I don't really know much about him.
Get real.
In fact, it's the only game that I've played that it actually features Setzer. So I know him as that asshole that we beat in the Struggle tournament. That's about it. But I think he's in, I think he's from Final Fantasy VIII, but I'm not sure.
And that is a big mistake.
That is Kingdom Hearts in a fucking nutshell. Whatever you think is right is wrong. Ow. Now Setzer, has more attacks than the first 2, and also blocks a fair bit more. But he's, like I say, he's pretty comfortable. Like in my opinion, I think Vivi is the most dangerous. And now when you get, as you can see there, that's a scan working to a brilliant effect. When his HP goes down to 0, yeah, I'm just running around now, fuck it. Don't get hit, just run away. But yeah, once his HP goes down to 0, then he gets stunned, and you can just wail on him, so pretty easy. And we win. Really easy. You should never lose the Struggle tournament. Plus it gives you a pretty decent bonus. What you win is pretty useful. Ah, fuck you, Setzer. So we get the Struggle trophy. my fucking breath, my fucking throat. And we get the championship belt, which they'll sew. Here we go. So yeah, championship belt the championship belt is a accessory that you can equip. Increases resistance to lightning, fire, and ice damage. And the struggle tournament doesn't do anything. It's just something that sits in your inventory. It's just I guess an item that sits in your inventory just as proof of, yeah, you won the struggle tournament. So
Thanks a ton, Roxas.
yeah, it's pretty much just a story thing of they all have more of a
For all of us.
Whoa.
Where were you hiding that? And Roxas died. That's a shame. That's the end of Kingdom Hearts 2. Just see you next time. No, we've got other stuff to do.
Wait up!
Yes, and finally we get to this point. This section always... this section confuses me story-wise.
Hadis and Waka are all wrapped up in their balls.
I'm trying to...
Not today. Sorry.
Because it's kind of confusing whether they're playing this as this is what is...
Why not?
Because at the end of Kingdom Hearts 1, Kairi was kind of left
Boys who used to hang out with us. Rika?
at the... back in her
I wonder whatever happened to him.
world.
I sure miss him.
Back in her, Riku
far away.
and Sora's world.
But I know we'll see him again.
So I don't know whether this is...
Of course
It's
we will.
not 100% clear whether this is...
And the other boy?
Whether
What
Kairi
other
is...
boy?
This is really
The one who was
set
with
up
Riku and me all the time.
as...
We played
This is
together
from
on
the
that
perspective of
island.
Kairi, or is this from the perspective
Boys
of
always used to be there.
Roxas kind of
And now it's
losing his
gone.
mind?
I can't think of his face,
Um,
his name.
But I assume...
So
I
he told
assume
us,
that it's...
I'm not
I
going to
assume
the
that this
island
is
until I
really
remember
Kairi.
everything about
That this
him.
is...
Are you sure?
That she's really
You
having
didn't
these...
make him
That
up?
this is... what is really happening to her in the real world, and is not just Roxas going insane. Not just what Roxas is imagining. And yes, this kind of changes the dynamic a little bit of
What's happening to
what
me?
happened in
Who are you?
Kingdom
That's
Hearts
not my
1,
name.
because
I'm Kairi.
Kairi,
in Kingdom Hearts
know
1,
you're that girl he likes.
basically you thought that they were just like these
Please.
kids
a
stuck on a
name.
desert island, and now it seems that they
Roxas.
have
Okay, Roxas.
like a
Can you
school
believe
and
me?
loads of
You don't remember
places
my
to visit,
name?
and
Thanks a
like a
lot,
whole
Kairi.
city. So I don't
Okay.
know. It's kind of a
Guess I
weird
can
thing
give
to
you a
kind
hint.
of retcon.
Starts with an S.
So yeah, this is Kairi kind of... I think this is pretty much setting up that
Are
when...
you okay?
Basically, okay. In Chain of Memories, when Sora went through Castle Oblivion and lost all his memories, I think what basically happened was when he lost his memories of all the people around him, like, including Kairi, basically, Jesus Christ. Those characters were also affected, and so they lost their memories of Sora. And now that Sora's getting his memories kind of put back together through his nobody Roxas. God, this is confusing. And because of that's happening, now Kairi and the rest of the characters that knew Sora are starting to get memories of Sora back. Sorry if you can hear the dogs in the background. It's fucking ridiculous.
What's that?
This story, man. Oh my god.
I wrote
So
it.
overly convoluted and so
Boy, I
overly
can't remember.
complicated that
He
it
said
gets
that
on
no
my
matter where
nerves.
he is, I'll find him. One day. And when I stopped writing,
And now she remembers
I
who he
remembered
is.
we made a promise.
Something else to mention as well briefly.
This letter is where it starts, I
If
know
you
it.
If you look at Kairi's design here as compared to in Kingdom Hearts 1, she looks significantly older here.
Well,
It's only been a year.
starts with an S,
Hell of a growth spurt.
right? Sora?
That was a weird way of saying Sora. But she now remembers. We're so nearly there, ladies and gentlemen. We're so nearly past the introduction stage of this fucking game.
His progress is astounding.
You bastard. You nicked his blue ball. That's so wrong.
Namine's encounter with Roxas put his heart in contact with Kairi's.
And there's the explanation.
Affected Sora. See?
Namine. She's
So
a
Namine
wonder.
put
She wasn't
Roxas in
born
touch
like
with
other She can interfere with the hearts and memories
Kairi,
of Sora
and then
and those aligned with
and now she. There you go.
But whose nobody is she?
Sora's memories are coming back, and
I
Kairi's memories are
could
coming back
tell
now.
you. But first,
But I
perhaps
don't
you
want
could
to
tell
let
me
all the
your true
people
pain.
playing the game know too early. You fucking prick.
It's Ansem.
Dun dun dun. This is
It's an honor, Ansem.
if you play Kingdom Hearts 1, you know how absolutely ridiculous it is that Ansem is standing there. That will be explained much, much, much fucking later.
No way.
Oh, look at all those chairs. Those chairs must be so fucking uncomfortable.
It's an order.
And how do they get into those
Why do you
chairs?
hesitate? You who has been ruthless towards those who turn their backs on the organization.
But it's not like that.
See,
He didn't
Kingdom Hearts
betray
chairs and
us.
memories.
He can't come back.
If he doesn't return, you know what you must do. Or you will face the consequences.
My god. Oh, now his hair's uneven. For fuck's sake. That's so rude. So rude to split his hair like that.
So you'll turn me into a dusk.
Yes. Oh my god.
All right. I'll do it if that's what you want.
So yeah. I guess that was it wasn't actually... See, that's something else. I don't know whether it was Axel who was trying to get Roxas there, or whether it was just an illusion created by the computer program trying to re-establish Sora's memories. I mean, it's fucking confusing. But that means Axel now has to try and get Roxas back. That is going to be his aim for the entire game, pretty much. Thank you. I had that confusion too. Please tell me. Oh, God. Kingdom Hearts 2, your plot is so confusing. Give me some help. But we're on the 5th day. I think this is the final day of the tutorial. We're nearly done.
Only 3 days
With the
left of summer
tutorial.
vacation, so don't even mention that assignment.
But we agreed we'd get it finished today.
Yesterday, I fell off the station
An
tower,
assignment.
didn't I? You wouldn't be here if you did. But man,
Hey, no, well done for...
Stop changing the
Hey, no, well
subject.
done on...
okay, all
Hey, no,
right.
well done on
You win.
being
You
logical
go home.
there. One of the few
Stupid
times that it happens in
independent
this goddamn game.
So, anybody got any bright ideas for a topic? Maybe we could study the stuff that's happening.
This is why I
to me.
wanted to do my
You know, the
RPG.
Dreams and the guys in white.
Forget it.
Why?
Huh?
You know, things have been weird with you in the town since the photos were stolen, right?
Well, tomorrow we're all gonna search.
Oh, well.
What's been going on?
Lots of
Yeah, this
people
is
are
just what I
helping
want
out.
in my RPG.
All that
School
for me?
assignments.
I'll go get some ice.
I say that as a guy who likes Persona, so fucking hell. Time to move on. Yeah, because sea salt ice cream will heal all wounds, apparently, in this fucking game anyway. So yeah, this is basically the final day. So basically, what this is going to be about is there are 7 wonders of Twilight Town that you have to go off and investigate. And so they decide to split up and go look for the 7 wonders. 7 wonders, sorry. Alette and Haina go off, and that leaves me and Pence. But that is going to be now left for the next part. So join me next time when we should be finishing off the day 5 and the final day and the final bit of tutorial, and we'll be going off to find the 7 wonders of Twilight Town. So join me next time for the next part of Kingdom Hearts 2. This part was confusing. See you next time.